Okay, students, now we are starting with NTA Abhyas paper number 16. We have successfully completed up to 59. Now we are into the next phase, and paper to paper there are lot of variations, lot of different kind of questions. Okay, so this type of questions will encourage you to score better marks because of the same pattern questions. Okay, same pattern questions you are going to get in actual exam mains also. Okay, so let's start with the first question. So X plus dilute H2SO4. X plus dilute H2SO4 will give a colorless suffocating smell. Okay, so colorless suffocating smell it is giving. Then after that Y plus K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 gives green coloration. Okay. So immediately after suffocating smell, it should strike into your mind that it is SO2. Okay. Suffocating smell is by the SO2. Suffocating smell is by what? SO2. Okay. And it is further confirmed. It is further confirmed by the green coloration. Green coloration is due to Cr2SO4 whole thrice. What is the product? Cr2SO4 whole thrice. Okay. So this is qualitative analysis question. Specially qualitative analysis is covered separately group wise. Okay. Group 1, group 2, group 0, group 6. Likewise, each and every group is separately covered in the qualitative analysis. Go through that video lecture series. Playlist is there separately for qualitative analysis, so that your score will be very good if you go through that. Okay. So according to this, what is the correct answer? C. SO2 is suffocating smell, and because of this, it is converted into chromium sulfate, which is green coloration. Okay. Let's go for the next question. Okay, next question is the third line. Question is the third line from the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom is due to transition from and to. Okay, from where to where we have to tell. So from the Balmer series, okay, what we can say Lyman and Balmer. So Balmer series N1 value will be 2 and 2. Third line means it will be 3 after that. That means N2 will be 5. So what will be the answer? From 5 to 2. Okay. What is the answer? From 5 to 2, that energy will be emitted. Emission spectrum. Emission spectrum will be from higher to lower. Okay. Higher is what? 5 and lower is what? 2. How we could come to know 2? Because Balmer series. Why we could come to know 5? Because fourth will be third will be the first line, fourth will be second line, fifth will be the third line. Okay. From the third line, fifth energy level. From the Balmer series, it is second energy level. Okay. Okay. Next question is from the buffer solutions. Okay. In this question, what will be pH of? We have to find out the pH of solution formed by mixing. See here, nowhere buffer formula or buffer word is used, but we have to identify which is what type of salt. Okay. Okay, here this is 0.1 molarity NaH2PO4 mixed with Na2HPO4. This is Na2, this is Na, this is H2 and this is H. Both are mixed together. And here nowhere mentioned about buffer. Normally students feel that it is a polyprotic acid solution. Okay. So, but it is a buffer solution. Why? Because this is the salt here. This is acid with respect to this. This is acid. This will be base or salt. Why? Because one hydrogen is extra here, one hydrogen is less here. So when I replace one hydrogen with the sodium, this will be formed. Okay. In presence of this is salt and this is acid. So using the buffer formula. But question is that see, to confuse you, which we have to use, pKa1 or pKa2. Okay. So here it is the second dissociation. Already first hydrogen is replaced. So there is no use of pKa1. pKa1 will be used till the time one hydrogen of the H3PO4 is replaced. So here H3PO4 is replaced already, therefore there is no use of the pKa1. To just confuse you, pKa1 is given. Okay. Now pKa2 will be used. This is acid, this will be the salt. Okay. Now what is the formula? pH is equal to pKa. Here what we will use? pKa2 log of salt upon acid. What is the formula? Salt upon acid. This is the formula we are going to use. Okay. Now pKa2 is already given as 7.2 plus log of salt. Salt, instead of concentration we will use the moles because common volume will be common. So salt, which I told you, you have to take this 0.1 into 15. 15 into 0.1, it will be 1.5 divided by 0.1 into 10. This is going to be 1. So on simplifying this, you will get 7.4. Near about the 7.4 you will get. What will be the answer? Answer will be 7.4. Is it understood? So this is how you can calculate the pH of two salt solution, two acidic salt. These two are called as what? Acidic salt. Okay. So here concentration of salt is 1.5 because both hydrogens are replaced, and concentration of acid is NaH2PO4. Okay. So final answer this question is 7.4. Note down this, and separately there are two numerical sessions for the buffer because this is one of the difficult topic people are facing in the especially in case of the uh, ionic equilibrium. Okay, ionic equilibrium itself is a difficult chapter, and in that buffer solution and salt hydrolysis. So for that already we have in our channel with one theory session and two numerical sessions are uploaded. You can go through that. Okay, for clarity in the buffer topic. Okay, one of the nice question from the coordination compounds. Okay, and first two examples are very easy, but the main problem is with the third. Here you have to find out oxidation number of chromium in all compounds. Okay, this one and this one is very easy, but you will feel problematic in the fourth question, third part. See here, O bracket after 2 and here it is O2. Okay, so it's minute difference. If you just neglect this portion, then you will get wrong answer. Okay, so here answer for this question is -1 into 3 -3, so this will be +3, and it is dibenzene chromium. And there was a question about this. What is the EAN of chromium in dibenzene chromium? How many of you people can know that? What is the effective atomic number of chromium in dibenzene chromium? Okay. So there is a question of the day in our channel QOD, question of the day. Okay. So this question is solved in that. You can go through that. Okay. Especially whenever pi bonds are there. Actually, benzene is not a lone pair containing compound. It is a pi bond donor. So how to find out coordination number or effective atomic number? In case of the pi bond compound, there is a separate lecture, and here it is 0. Oxidation number. Question is about what? Oxidation number. Okay. Oxidation number of chromium will be 0 because it is molecule. Molecule 0 into 2 0, so chromium will be 0. Okay. This is called as a homoleptic neutral molecule. When all ligands are of same type, then it is called as a homoleptic. Okay. Now coming to this option. See, everybody know that -1 into 2. Here this is oxygen is 2. Main problem you should remember this. When bracket after that 2 is written, that is oxygen. Oxygen charge is 2 and its oxidation number also 2. Okay, -2 into 2. Is it understood? Now similarly, O2 is peroxy. O2 is peroxy. So -1 into 2, or simply O2 will be -2 charge into 1. So ammonia is 0. So this is going to be -2, -4, minus. So this will be -6. So it has to be +6 or +4. Just a minute. Cn twice. Cn twice is there. So plus 6 we will get. Minus 2 into 2. Minus 4, minus 6. This will be how much? Minus 8. Okay. Plus 2. So by writing plus 6 only, we will get 0 charge. Therefore, oxidation number is how much? Plus 6. Okay. Oxidation number of chromium in 3 different compounds, is it understood? So make a special note of this. O after bracket 2, O2 inside the bracket. Okay. Okay, next you have to find out final product in the reaction sequence. What is the final product in the reaction sequence? Z you have to find out. Okay. So first when you react it with the cold alkaline KMnO4, this will add pi bond will be broken. Okay. And OH will be added. So first product will be like this. When cold and alkaline, hot and concentrated is different, cold and alkaline will be different. Okay. So here one OH will be added, here one more OH will be added. Okay. This is X. Now per iodate reaction. What is the next one? Per iodate reaction, the bond will break like this and it will be converted into ketone. Okay. So this will be, product will be like this. Okay. One ketone will be here, another ketone will be here. Now OH minus means aldol condensation. Okay. Intramolecular aldol condensation. What OH minus will be? When 2 moles of ketone available with alpha hydrogen and it will try to form the 6-membered ring because of the higher stability. Okay. So alpha hydrogen and this will be attached here. The resulting product will be something like this. Alpha hydroxy. Okay. Alpha hydroxy ketone. Is it understood? So the Z is final product is given here. Next question is from thermodynamics. Calculate the work done when 112 grams of iron. How much? 112 grams of iron react with dilute HCl. Okay. And especially here temperature and open container. Open container means you have to take external pressure as 1 atm. Okay. How much you will take? 1 atm you will take it as a external pressure. So simple work done will be minus P external into delta V. So here before the reaction, Fe is in solid state, 2HCl will be in the liquid state. Then after that product will be FeCl2, okay, plus H2. So this is the gaseous product which is going to which is going to be utilized in the volume. Okay. So P external, how much you will write? 1. Why? Because open container. And with respect to the number of moles, simply here 112 grams, 156 is the atomic mass. So 56 2, that means 2 moles if I am using, 2 moles of hydrogen will be liberated. Okay. So delta V will be at 300 Kelvin by using the PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. Pressure, how much you will write? 1 and volume you have to find out. Okay. Number of moles is equal to 2 because 1 mole is giving 1 mole of hydrogen. R value 0.0821 per liter. Temperature it is 300. So by using this you will find out volume. So that itself will be delta V. Why delta V and volume of hydrogen same? Because before the reaction there is no such gas existing. So final gas itself is the change in volume. Okay. So when you substitute all this and simplify, you will get answer of 1200. Sorry, here in the options was in calorie. So for that you will write 2. R is equal to 2. Okay. So we will get 1200 calories. How much calories? 1200 will be calories. Okay. So this is the answer for this question. 1200 calories is the final answer. Is it understood? Pressure is 1 atm, volume we are determining, and 2 moles by this reaction. Okay. So here, why I have taken FeCl2, why not FeCl3? Anybody can tell? Why not FeCl3? How you will come to know? You should take FeCl2 only. In this question, see, every word matters. Dilute. Normally we ignore that. Okay. So if you carefully do it on your own and you will get doubt, that doubt should be clarified immediately. Okay. So dilute means FeCl2 will be forming. Okay, next question is from equilibrium. Very simple question, but the twist in the story is, see, reactant and product both are given. So students may feel that it is by mistake PCl5 is given, it should be Cl2 like that. Okay, but it is not like that. It is given correctly only. So initial it is how many moles? 0.8. Okay, and that time it will be 0 and 0. But already this is also taken 0.2 because it is initially only it is taken. Understood? At equilibrium. So let us take at equilibrium. So 0.8 minus x. Here very simple reaction because there is no coefficient. This will be plus x, this will be plus x. Okay. So normally people will write ICE. Okay. ICE means initial change and equilibrium. Okay. Sometimes you may get this in the mains also. ICE means initial change and equilibrium. ICE formula. Okay. So this is minus, this will be plus, this will be plus. But what it is given, 0.4 moles of PCl3 are present at equilibrium. So 0.2 plus x is equal to 0.4. So x is equal to how much? 0.2. So by substituting here and volume of container 1 liter. So Kc is equal to PCl3. PCl3 will be already given 0.4 into Cl2. Cl2 is 0.2 divided by here 0.4. Okay, so answer will be 0.2. Is it understood? 0.13, where it is. Sorry, I made a subtraction here. 0.8 minus 0.2. This is going to be 0.6. Okay. Then you will get 0.13. X is equal to 0.2. 0.8 minus 0.2, you will get how much? 0.6. So 0.4 into 0.2 divided by 0.6. Answer will be 0.13 is equilibrium constant. Okay. So this is the calculation part. Note down this. Okay, noted. So let's go for the next question. Okay, in this question we have to find out number of following does not represent correct. Okay, so like this question, always you should be confident enough whether he is asking correct statement or incorrect statement. Okay, so that's why make a habit of checking this. It is correct options or incorrect options. Okay, so first property is about the magnetic behavior. Okay, paramagnetic nature. Understood? Paramagnetic nature is directly proportional to number of unpaired electron. Here 6 valence electron, therefore 4 unpaired electron. Okay, see Fe plus 2 is 4s2 3d6 is the iron configuration. So this will lose 2 electron, 3d6 electrons are there. So there will be how many unpaired? Only 4 unpaired. And maximum number of unpaired you will find in chromium. Okay, 4s2 3d1. Like that, here itself you find wrong. Okay, so manganese option will be 4s2 3d5. So 5 unpaired. So how it can be more than this? This will be here and this will be here. So this itself is wrong. That means A option itself is not represent correct order. Okay, what is wrong with iron? Is it understood? It contains 6 valence electron, but not unpaired electron. Unpaired electron will be how many? Only 4 will be unpaired electrons. Okay. Okay. Next question is the solution of 1-chloro 1-phenyl ethane. Okay. So this is ethane 1-phenyl. This is 1 phenyl, 1 chloro. Okay, ethane in toluene racemizes. That means before the reaction it is only either dextro or levo. Okay, before reaction what it is? It is either dextro or levo. Okay, but after this, this will be levo only. Okay, before reaction what it is? It is levo. But after, when you keep small amount of SbCl5, it is producing both dextro and levo. That is called as a racemization. What it is called as racemization. So what is the reason behind racemization? Is this question understood? So for this simple, SbCl5, SbCl5 is chlorine acceptor. It will accept the chlorine, okay, and it will form as a SbCl6 minus. So if minus is going out, what it is going to form? Positive. So what is the reaction intermediate here? Carbocation. What is the answer? Due to the formation of carbocation, there will be racemization. First it will be removed, then again it will be given back. But while giving, it will adopt the different mechanism, due to which some part will be dextro, some part will be levo. That is called as a racemization. Okay. Okay, this is very direct question. Mostly, sometimes they will give you the conversion also. So you should remember this. What is the ratio of most probable speed, average speed, and RMS speed? Okay. So it will be 1 ratio 1.128 ratio 1.225. This is the ratio of three different type of speed. According to kinetic theory of gases, each and every gas can be identified with how many types of speeds? Three types of speeds. Okay, most probable speed and average speed and most probable speed, average speed, and RMS speed. Okay, these are the three types of speeds we will calculate. And out of them, if you wanted to convert from one part to another part, if you wanted to convert from one part, RMS is given average, average is given most probable given RMS. For that interconversion, you can directly use this ratio. This is the easiest form to interconvert from one speed to another speed. Okay. Okay. Next question is from the organic conversions. Okay. A compound A on reacting with ammonia with gives B. B on heating gives C. C on heating KOH and Br2. This is the where place you have to identify the type of reaction. Okay, what is the type of reaction it is? This type of reaction is Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. What is the reaction? Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction, where number of carbon will be decreased by 1. So that means original product will contain how many carbon atoms? 3 carbon atoms. Okay. So in this product, that the product will be a reactant will be initial reactant will be like this. Okay. So first, when it is treated with ammonia, it will form base CONH2. Okay. So then after that, it will lose the water molecule. Then it will form the CO2 will be lost when it is treated with KOH and Br2. Okay. So finally, we'll get ethylamine. Finally, what you will get? Ethylamine. Always you should take care that initially there will be 3 carbon. Due to degradation, 1 carbon will be less. Okay. Okay, students. Now we are in the 12th question, where it is given unknown alcohol treated with Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent is a reagent which is used to segregate, primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. Okay. So if an alcohol is giving the product fast, okay, that means that is which degree and what mechanism it follow. Okay. So this is based upon the okay, this is based upon the SN, which mechanism question and what is the degree question. Is it understood? Question is about what is the degree and what is SN. Okay, who can tell? Okay, here answer is SN1 mechanism and 3 degree. Okay, what mechanism, how we will come to know? SN1 mechanism depends upon the carbocation stability. Okay, SN1 carbocation and SN2 transition state. Reaction intermediate, there will be transition state in SN2 and there will be carbocation formation in the SN1. So this reaction, speed of the reaction depends upon the stability of carbocation. 3 degree carbocation is most stable. So mechanism it will follow is SN1 and fastest product will be given by 3 degree because 3 degree carbocation is highly stable. Okay. Okay, next question is about the qualitative analysis, or you can say 15th group. There is a compound of nitrogen and oxygen, which is basically paramagnetic, okay, and colored also. But when it is cooled below 0 degrees Celsius, molecular mass increased, magnetism became paramagnetic to diamagnetic. What is that? Compound. Okay. So answer is very simple, NO2. NO2 when it is there in the monomeric form at the low temperature it will exist like this. Because of this unpaired electron it is paramagnetic, but when it is cooled then molecule will come closer to each other. So this molecule will get paired up. So now molecule is what? This one. So molecular weight will double. Understood? But 100% association, then only molecular mass will be double. Otherwise, it will be increasing. So why molecular mass is increasing? Why paramagnetic is lost? Is it understood? So question to this answer is, sorry, answer to this question is NO2. NO2 loses its paramagnetism due to pairing and molecular mass also increases due to dimerization. High temperature only like this. Okay. Low temperature, they will combine with each other. Okay, next question is from chemical bonding about bond angle. In H2O, hybridization is sp3 with 2 lone pair. SCl2, also hybridization sp3 with 2 lone pair. ICl2 minus. ICl2 minus. 8 electron, 8 will be in the 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair. Okay. So sp3 hybridization and 180-degree bond angle. Okay. It will be linear shape. It will be like this. This is iodine minus one chlorine here, another chlorine here. So there can't be more than 180 bond angle. So option will be this one. And SnCl2, it is carbon family. So sp2 hybridization, one lone pair. So what is the largest bond angle is ICl2 minus, and why it is? Because of the 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair. Bond pair will be in the line and 3 lone pair will be in the triangle. So bond angle will be 180. So answer is C. Okay, next question is incorrect match you have to identify. See, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. This is electronic configuration of fluorine, and fluorine is the most electronegative, that's why it is correct. See, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. See, it is given third period, but period number is the largest. Largest principal quantum number is the period number. Here, second is, so this is incorrect. What it should be? Second period should be correct, and fifth group is okay. Is it understood? This is nitrogen, so fifth group is okay. This is correct, but because of this, it is wrong. And let's see here, see. 4s2 is written here, so you should feel that S block, but actually it is D block because it consists of uh, incompletely filled D subshell. That's why it is D block. Okay. Then 3s2, 3p6, 8 electron, therefore 8th group. This is correct, this is correct, this is correct, but B option is incorrect. Okay. Here, see, one of the innovative question, newly question framed. Here in a copper voltmeter, mass deposited in 30 seconds is m gram. 30 seconds is how many gram? M gram. The time from the current time graph, time and current. This is the time in seconds and this is the current. Okay. You have to find out electrochemical equivalent of copper. Okay, electrochemical equivalent of copper you have to find out, and options are something like this: m by 2, okay, m by 3, and m by 4, okay, and D is m by 63.5. Okay, so you can identify this. This is the time current graph, and these are the options. You have to find out electrochemical equivalent of copper. At this point, at 30-second, mass collected is M. 30-second mass collected is M. Okay, with respect to M, you have to write the electrochemical equivalent. Okay, very simple question. Normally, we'll find out Q is equal to I into T. Only to give a difficult look. To give a difficult look, the current also changed, time also changed. See, for 10 seconds, 100 milliampere. Okay, and after that, 20 seconds, 200 milliamperes. After that, 20 seconds, 200 milliamperes. So total charge you can find out. Okay, 20. Then you will find out 3. Total charge provided, current into time, like that you can find out how much charge you will get. 3. Is it understood? So what is the formula? W is equal to Z into Q. So Z we want W by Q, and Z mass is given is where it was m gram. Okay, so m divided by 3. So what is the answer? B is the option. Why B option? Is it understood? So normally one single current, single time they will give, but for variation, different current for different period. For first 10 second, 100 milliamperes. After that, it is changed to the 200 milliamperes. Okay, so from this, you will find out the total charge imparted. From that, you can find out W is equal to ZIT, or you can directly find out W is equal to Z into Q. Okay, note down this question, very good question. Okay, next question is Cl2 prepared by the reaction of Cl2 prepared by the reaction of H2SO4 on MnO2 and NaCl. Okay, if 50 grams of NaCl is taken, what will be the volume of Cl2 produced? Okay, so it is just a stoichiometry question. This you should remember, but for the convenience, I am writing the reaction here. Okay, 2 NaCl. This is the reaction. You should write and balance, then you will get the correct answer. Okay. So 2 NaCl plus MnO2 plus 3 H2SO4 gives 2 NaHSO4, sodium bisulfate, plus MnSO4, okay, plus Cl2. So from this equation, this is mass is given, so 2 into 50, 8.5. Then I will get 22.4 liter. Then 50 grams is equal to how much? Okay. So accordingly, we'll get 50 grams. Sorry, 2 into 50 grams. So you will get almost 9.57 liter. What is the answer? 9.57 liter is the answer to this question. Okay. Okay, now we are starting in the 18th question. Ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion in stratosphere is mainly caused by. Okay. Answer is chlorofluorocarbons. In short form, it is written as CFCs. It will be chlorine, fluorine, and carbon. These are the three elements available. And during the preparation of chlorofluorocarbons, free radical will be formed. Which will be formed? Free radical will be formed. So because of that free radical, that ozone layer will be depleted. Okay. So answer is very simple, but remaining topics related to this are this free radical formation. What is the main reason? Free radical formation. Next question is from the solid state. Number of unit cells present in 1 gram of CCP crystal. 1 gram of CCP crystal. So here In the 60th paper, we are in the 19th question. It's numerical. It is from the solid state numerical and very repeated numerical. Like this numerical, just today one video lecture is uploaded, most repeated questions. There are two questions. Every time almost there will be that one of the two questions will be there in any of the shifts. Okay. So better to go through those two questions, and one question is given for practice also. Okay. Now let's see number of unit cells. First of all, we should come to know number of AB present. Okay. So 60 grams means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Okay. But 1 gram we have. 1 gram will contain how many? Is this understood? 60 gram is the formula mass. 60 grams will contain one formula, 1 mole of formula unit, these many formula units. So 1 gram equal to how many formula units? Okay. How many AB will be there? These are the number of AB. Number of AB will be 1 by 60 into, we can take for easiness, same as a 6 also. Okay. So this will be cancelled and it will be somewhere around 1 into 10 to the 1 into 10 to the power of 20 almost. Okay. Not 20, 22. Okay. So number of AB. Number of AB are how many? 1 into 10 to the power of 22. Okay. So now we want what? Number of unit cells. Okay. CCP. For CCP, 4 AB are required. 4 moles of AB is equal to 1 unit cell. 1 unit cell contains 4 AB. Okay. Now we got 1 into 10 to the power of 22. How many unit cell? So 1 by 4, 1 into 10 to the power of 22 divided by 4. This will be 2.5 into 10 to the power of 21. Okay. So this is how the answer is 2.5 into 10 to the power of 21. I am explaining the procedure once again. 60 grams will contain these many because it is the formula mass. With that, we could find out the number of AB present in 1 gram. So we could get the number of AB. In that AB, for constructing one CCP unit cell, CCP is also called as a FCC. In FCC, 8 unit cell, 8 into 1 by 8 plus 6 into 1 by 2. That's why we will get the 4. Okay, so 4 AB are there. Therefore, 4 AB will give you 1 unit cell. These many units will give how much? So, on simplification, we got how much? 2.5 into 10 to the power of 21. A option is correct. Okay. Okay, here you are given with the transformation. We have to convert alcohol into the cycloalkene with 1 carbon extra. So 1 carbon is to be increased. Therefore, first of all, we should make sure that at least 1 methyl group is there. See, here also methyl group, here also methyl group, here also methyl group, here also methyl group. Okay. So pyridinium chromyl chlorate is a mild oxidant which converts the 2-degree alcohol to ketone, 1-degree alcohol to aldehyde. So this is the 2-degree alcohol. So first of all, it will be converted into, okay. I am writing the conversion here. So here this will be converted into ketone. Okay. First on PCC. PCC is a pyridinium chlorochromate mild oxidant. Okay. Once you write it as a MgBr. So MgBr will be plus, Me will be minus. So this will be acting here, and metal being positive, it will attach here. Okay. So for the time being, I am telling you, this will be oxygen MgBr, and at the same time in this carbon it will be methyl group. Okay. On using the POCl3, this one and this hydrogen, okay, will be eliminated as a dehydrating agent. Also you can say it can be from either of the direction. Okay. So this will be the CS3. So that means it is exactly suitable to our requirement. So three steps. First converted into aldehyde, then Grignard reagent, then POCl3. Okay, so this is giving us required product. So answer for this question is A option. Okay. Okay, now we are in the integer type question. Crystal field splitting energy of COCl6 4 minus is 18,000 centimeter inverse. Okay. Next, what is the CFSE of COCl4 2 minus? Now you can, on keen observation, you can find that here 6 chlorines are there, here 4 chlorines are there. 6 chlorine means octahedron. Okay. So octahedron, and here it is going to be tetrahedron. So which is going to be higher? In octahedron, 6 ligands are repelling, therefore delta will be higher. Okay. And there is a relation also. If we wanted to find out delta T, that will be 4 upon 9 into delta O. Okay. This, why it is higher, is it understood? Because it is octahedron, 6 ligands are repelling, and here tetrahedral only 4 ligands are repelling. So the distance between, the separation between the two sets will be maximum in case of the octahedron. So this is shown by this also. Okay. So 4 by 9 into 18,000 or 100, 18,000. So it will be 2,000 into 4. That means 8,000 centimeter inverse. What will be the answer? 8,000 centimeter inverse. Is it understood? So to understand the crystal field theory, there is a three-dimensional lecture. To understand the crystal field theory, three-dimensional lecture by using the latest technology. So you can go through that. Okay. Anywhere problem you can ask. Okay, next question is from salt hydrolysis. See, how many twists are there? If you are not confirm about the formula, if you got a little confusion, that is going to get amplified and you are going to get -1 instead of, and of course here it is integer type, there is no negative marking, but these type of questions you are going to get -1 mark if it is single correct option. What is the twist in the question I am telling you? So listen carefully. First of all, this is a weak acid, strong base. So for weak acid and strong base, we will get pH value. Okay, that is the one twist. Second thing, here in that weak acid, strong base, acid is weak. So we require Ka. But see what is given? Kb is given. So that you will, if you are stuck up here, it is supported by the pKb also. You will feel that I am wrong. You are given is pOH and Kb also given, like that. Okay. So to confuse you, like that it is given. Okay. So actual formula for weak acid and strong base, salt hydrolysis, there are how many stages? 4 stages, 4 types of salts. Okay. So pH is equal to 1 by 2 into pKw. Technique to remember, acid means add. Acid means add. Okay. So pKa plus log C. What is the formula? Half of pKw plus pKa plus log C. Now question is that we got pKb but we want pKa. Formula is pKb plus pKa of conjugate acid base pair is equal to 14. Okay. But by luck, if you substitute here also, then you will get same value. Okay. And C concentration you can substitute here. pKw is already 14. Then on simplifying, you will get answer of 4. Here you will get answer of 10. How much you will get? 10. But the answer question is about pOH. pOH will be 4. How much it will be? pOH will be 4. To cross check. Okay. To cross check, still you can see here it is a weak acid, strong base. So resultant it is going to be strong base. Okay. So as it is a base, therefore pOH must be pH must be more than 7 or pOH must be less than 7. Okay. To cross check yourself, this is the procedure. Okay. Okay, next question is from chemical kinetics. In the reaction, A plus B plus C gives product. And see, very simple. This much simple question I don't think you will get. If you are getting in your examination, you are lucky enough. Okay. So rate law is already given. Only thing, overall order of reaction you have to find out. 2 plus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. How much you will get? How much you will get? Total answer will be 3. How much is the answer? Answer will be 3. Okay. Okay. Next question is number of stereoisomers possible. Number of stereoisomers possible. Okay. Okay, see here, first of all, stereoisomer does not mean that only optical isomer. It can be geometrical isomers also. See here, this is one chiral center, this is another chiral center, this is a third chiral center. Okay, so how many chiral centers are there? 3 chiral centers are there. So 2 to the power of 3. 8 will be optical isomers. 8 will be what? Optical isomers. Okay. And but this is a cyclic compound. This is what compound? Cyclic compound. And see, this is also double bond. Therefore, into 2, each will exist 2 isomer, geometrical isomer. So, answer will be what? 16. Okay. What is answer? Answer is 16. Note down. First optical isomer, optical multiplied by geometrical. Okay. Then it will be 16. Okay. See here. This question can be tactically. If this product is given, very simple. Tactically, you can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 without any basic knowledge. Without any basic knowledge, you can answer. Number of R means number of RMGX. Okay. But if they don't give this product, still you should be able to answer. Okay. Per ketone, 1 RMGX for acid halides, 2 RMGX for aldehyde also 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2, this will be 4. Is this understood?